DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
What's going on, guys? I've reached really far across my desk, and I do not like it. So, what is up? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. I'm gonna get rid of that little one for right now. So, guys, we're building a mining rig today. We're gonna build it here, DCA Adventure, live right now. Test 1 2. Let me know how the audio sounds. Running RTX voice on this, so kind of just at the mercy of that. I'm testing that out. I haven't used that in OBS yet, so we'll see how that works out. Are you above FA? No. Yeah, I was trying to press the right button and I was like, oh, reach, pressed it, and then I was like, yeah, roll an intro, because I had a OBS issue caused by me, and then, yeah, sorry, not sorry. So I hope everybody's doing great, fantastic out there. Give me an FA in chat if you can hear me well and good and clear. I snip these right here. I don't have trash can. Little bit snips. Okay. So. Ooh. My imagination or this stuff had a little more hop in his step this morning. I mean, hop in my step, yes, just because I'm up drinking coffee. I don't know. Too much coffee. Oh, dude, of course the date last night was good, Brenton. Very FA. Very FA. Good night, you know. It's great. Jason Osborne says, sounded good to me. Yashnik says, audio's good, looking good. I mean, I know I'm looking good, but do I sound good? That's the question. Other than my extremely long hair. That's funny. That's a good one for Sanders. I like that one. Man, why is it? There. I'll just lock it. I don't like the way it keeps highlighting over there. So, we're just gonna lock it in there. So, guys, we got a bunch of GPUs. If you've seen on my channel, one of the last videos I did on my personal channel, Crypto Miguel, I unboxed everything that I had, minus a few things that I've gotten since then. There's actually a link in the description below to the last 3D Print Wednesday, because I had to print, of course, the fans are green and these are like yellow, so whatever. But these ones are good. So these are 3D printed for the fan joints. Nemesis over there. You're a little quiet. I mean, I'm a little far away from the mic because I'm like back away from my desk, but the mic's pretty close. But I mean, I can look at turning it up. Now that it's probably canceling all the noise out, it's just extra quiet. Let's see. So we'll put the gain up 5. So how's that sound? We good and gravy now? Yay, nay? Test, test, 1, 2. Talking normally, not any louder than I usually do. Stream works well even in France. Jay Bohanna says, I'm able to hear you good. You should be able to hear me like really good now. I turned the gain up a little bit. Up like 5, but so it should be like pretty good. I'm getting very close to the red now, and I wasn't before, so hopefully it doesn't distort my voice. I can't really hear that part, so anyway, we will pull this out of here. So guys, these are what is in the rig, or what's going in the rig, but going in the rig. Let me turn on that one. That right there. So these are what's going to go in the rig. I have 3 of these currently. I have a 4th GPU that I want to put in here, but I'm torn. Nim says much better. Okay, good. It's like I'm pretty far away. I mean, I'm touching my mic. I'm at least an arm length away from my microphone right now. So that would be the cause if it is crappy. So this is what I'm gonna. I have 3 of these right now. I have a Red Devil 5700 XT as well that I got thanks to Nefarious Technologies for. Oh my gosh, this box is empty, so it's okay. That's why it's kind of falling. It's light. Because I was playing with one of these. So I've never had a Navi generation card. So I pulled this one out just to kind of test on Hive to see what I'm working with. Found a decent overclock that's working out pretty well for the stock BIOS that we have on these cards. I'm going to try to BIOS mod at least one of them, not today, but I'm going to BIOS mod at least one of these to compare to the other 2. So that way I can see how it looks. The famous XT in the box. Yeah, this is a 5600 XT. So I have 3 of these. As well. With a Gigabyte G8 or GA-H110 BTC motherboard. I have a love-or-hate relationship with this board sometimes. Not gonna lie. Just because it's been finicky over the years, that's for sure. BIOS mod, or having to like switch the BIOS on it because the old BIOS failed for whatever reason. Ever since then, it doesn't like auto boot like. It's a weird board. This is the other bad boy we have. This is the 5700 XT Power Color Red Devil. Get that any further over before the rig falls off the thing. But yeah, I got this bad boy right here. I really want to mine on it, but I really would rather sell it. The 3060 Ti, which is what I have like in my PC right now, which is what I'm streaming on now. Let's go ahead and close that. Is what I'm streaming on now, and I like it in here. I would probably put like a 3080 or something like that. Wow. Sorry, I had to test that one out. Siren went off, so I was curious how that sounded. Didn't even hear it until I was talking. Crypto My Life has 2 of those. Yeah, I mean, I like these cards, but they're going for a premium right now. And this one is like brand new, like in the box, like never been opened, like sealed completely card. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I want to use it, but then I don't want to use it. So, I don't know. I'm torn at that because I could sell it and then buy a few extra cards, or at least if I could get my hands on some like more 3060 Ti's or something like that, that would be great. You know what I mean? If you could find some of those, I think that'd be a better. I think that'd be a better addition than another than a 5700, because it'll pull more wattage, and 3060 gets at least 10 more hashes more than a 5700. So, don't know. That's where I'm at. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Still thinking on it, personally. Cause I'm not. Oh my gosh, not quite sure. I paid $320 each for them. Man, you got a score. I don't want to tell you what I paid, because I paid way more than that. Especially after taxes and shipping. And of course, I wouldn't have even been able to get that card if it wasn't for Nefarious. Nefarious actually was in a different state at a micro center, and they had one of them. They actually, that's where I got all these cards from. I got all of them from Nefarious. That way, and he got them all from a micro center and shipped them all to me. Has anybody set up Awesome Miner? I have not. I played with Awesome Miner a long time ago, and I didn't like it at the time. It was a few months ago. Yeah, man, that's... Oh, wow, on Facebook Marketplace? Oh, so you got a good deal. Jay Bohannon, if you actually go to my my personal channel, Crypto Miguel, I have a few Linux videos. Just search Linux or Ubuntu, and they're usually, they'll pop right up. But I do Linux videos on my personal channel because I like Linux, but I've not used Awesome Miner on Linux. If you want a video, I can look into it. I have to install the new drivers for the 3060 on Linux, because I run a dual system on my main PC. I do have a Linux drive, so I can boot into Linux or boot into Windows like I am right now to stream, so I can take advantage of RTX voice and stuff like that. Yeah, he did set up a video, but he's asking about Linux. Yeah, Serpent did a video on Awesome Miner. Yes, he did, but it wasn't on Linux. It was on Windows. So if you want me to set it up on Linux, I'll look into it. Ooh, that noise. Yeah, over 600. I paid less than 600. I paid less than 600, but more than you did. That's for sure. Make sure I got all of those in there. All I did right there, guys, was just install the motherboard. Just like that, as we can see here. Just installing the Bobo. And, I can take out this start button that I've been using. This little rinky-dink one. I love it. That's awesome. It's terrible, but it works. because the Veddha T2 frames have power button built into them, I don't have to worry about it. So, we'll just plug that bad boy into there, and now we're good to go. It's a good thing I like about the T2 frames. Yes, he is running it in Windows for now. Yeah. Like I said, J-Bone, and I can give me like the week so I can boot into my hopefully I don't have to rebuild my Linux because I've switched before I built. I got it in removed drivers. So it might take me a day to get everything back to where it was. Maybe. Don't know. Now we are going to be using a Corsair RM1000 power supply for these. I have another 1000-watt power supply just in case I need another one, but this one should have enough pins for me until I go to add like another 3 more cards, because I want to fill this one up, which is a 6-card rig. This is a 6-card frame, so I want to put all 6 in there. When that comes into play, I have one of these adapters right here, which allows me to run 2 power supplies off of one, or boot off of one. So my main power supply, I can just turn it on and it'll automatically turn on the other one, so that way all the cards start at the same time. So if I need this, I'll use this, but I'm not going to need to yet. But I have it. I have it in case I needed it. I ended up buying, just go ahead and getting another power supply. I was looking for cables for my other power supply that I have, because I just need more cables. But the cables for power supply that I use they're hard to find. Hard to find cables, and then if you do find them, they're expensive. And it was literally cheaper just to buy another power supply instead of getting more cables. Let me get open this. So, here is the RM1000X power supply. I do not need all these cables right now. The guy I got it from, he's a member of the community. He hooked me up. Prices are crazy. They are. Just bought 2, $620 each. What in the world? Wow, that's crazy, dude. So yeah, RM1000X. What else is peripherals? SATA. So here's an 8-pin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. SATA, which I'll need, unfortunately. No. Not gonna use that SATA cable. Not SATA cable. But I'm only going to be using SATA for my risers for a short amount of time, because I have GPU risers on GPUrisers.com risers on the way as we speak. They are currently that one was bad. So hopefully we'll be okay there. So that's a broken cable. Dang. Broken cable. It got bent a little too far. Can't get the rest of it out. Ugh. Yep. That cable broke off inside there. Gotta love that. Alright, oh well. Not gonna hurt anything. Not going to hurt it. But I do need some SATA for now. Just to be safe, though. So I ordered GPUrisers.com risers. Let me get back in the train of thought here. Sorry. The cable kind of threw me off. Gonna get those risers. I have SATA risers for now. GPUrisers.com. They are graciously, they're gonna give some risers away, I think, here soon. If not, we are. Some just waiting for orders to catch back up. But he's sending me some of the new risers and all that great stuff. And yeah, GPUrisers.com, guys, go check that out. That is out. So, but I do need SATA to run these fans, and I do need SATA to run a couple risers. So there's 3 right there. I'll run two risers off of that, and that's it. No more off of that one. And then we got 3 over here, so I'll run 1 riser off of that, and then the fans off of this one. So that's what we'll do for now. Yeah. So let's get to it, shall we? Hopefully I didn't mess this up by doing it this way. This one. We had an issue doing that one time because the cables didn't, or the power supply was way bigger because it was the thermal take power supply on the FPGA rig. Yeah. Those ones were much bigger. Where did the thumb screws go? Dang. Don't know what I did with them. Thought I had them sitting right here. But I guess I was wrong. So I could use the thumb screws for my power supply instead of having to use big power supply screws. But whatever. For GPU risers in Europe, yeah. So supposedly they're getting that set up, from what I understand, which is awesome. It is pretty cool. All right. What's up? What's up, dude? Czech? How you doing, buddy? Czech Republic. Nice, man. Alright, so now that I had to use that, didn't want to have to use those personally. So let me go ahead and start putting all these in here. The HEX I need to grab my zap straps. It's my big zap strap. And the Aces cards have some of those in there as well, which I love because I would love to use those. More so than using these. So, put that there. Now, we need to get CPU cable. Oh! Where is CPU? There it is. Alright, so. And my button risers are bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been using. I've had these risers for quite a while. These are the ones that I've been using and I've had for quite some time. They had the extra capacitors, so that's nice. Has a spot for the other two, which would have been nicer. But yeah, they are version 7s, so that's nice. They're not a lower version. But could be better. Could be worse. That's for sure. Then pull that one up and over. Get some tension off of the CPU cable. And now I'm going to try a couple things with these. Because they are a 8 and a 6 pin on these Asus cards. So with that being a 8 and a 6 pin, I'm going to run one of them with the 6 and the 8 from the same cable for some own personal testing, and then from the other one, the other ones I'm going to run the dual, like one cable to each, just to I want to test to see if it helps them, hurts them, because they're lower wattage cards and it is an 8 and a 6. You can run these cards without even the 6 pin in it. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Tree. Three risers. We're going to start with one, just to make sure we can even get this thing to boot. Use the one that's actually usually labeled these, so that one's labeled one anyway, so I'm just going to use that one. I do need this though. My power. These fans. So we got the fans on this one. And then I'll run the first GPU riser on that SATA, and that's it. Nothing else will be ran on that SATA. So, we'll first GPU down in the slot. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Wow. It is an extremely tight fit. Jeez. So, since I'm going to be running only 3 of these for the second, just gonna put it over here in the middle slot. Give it some room between this and the bar. But it's like we actually need to come down on this though. Sorry guys. The bar's a little high. Okay. Don't want those to be leaning in anyway. So there we go. Go ahead and do the same over here. Get it all the way to the bottom. Everybody's doing great out there, guys. I know Red Panda Mining is going live here in a little bit. So he'll be going live in about an hour. So this is the main cable to run as the 8-pin. And then I'll run this jumper as the 6-pin. Now I don't always recommend doing this. This is a very low, I'm only running like 74 watts. I'm doing some testing just to do some testing. So for the sake of testing, I'm doing this. Do I recommend doing this? No, I don't. I do not recommend doing such a thing. 80 minutes. 80 minutes till Panda goes live. These internets. Internet's important. Already have Hive pre-installed. Save me some time. Oops. Okay. There's that and that. This should be gravy. Just to boot her up and see how it goes. Alright. Sure, it was close to those hands. Felt that. Alright, so we are booted. That power cable's like right up on that fan. I don't like that. I'll have to tie that cable back. But I don't like how it's touching that. So we'll turn off. Main cam. Or I'll leave main cam on. And then we'll turn off that so I can do right screen. We'll refresh. We'll wait for her to come online here. So you hear the fans spooling up, so we should be good there. Now this is the overclock that I am running currently for this. 1100 on the core, 700 on the core voltage, 750 on the memory control voltage, 930 on the memory clock, 1300 on the memory voltage. I'm at 65% fans, no power limit, and that's what I was playing around with and found worked. Looks like we're coming up. So yeah. That so I'm able to remote into this bad boy, but it is up and running. You do see it. Just check. Show in the box. Not touch fans with my shirt. And we are up. Boom. It's 39.4 mega hashes. That what we got. It says 22 there, but it looks like we're doing 39.77 right there. 35 degrees Celsius. Mem temps are sitting at 64 degrees, 68 degrees. They were sitting around like 72 or 68ish, right there, depending on the size. What up, Raven? You said building a money printer. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. My bad. What's up, Raven? Emmanuel, what is up? Crypto Noob, how you doing, buddy? So we are hashing, as we can see. So we have one successfully on here. We're pulling 74 watts. Rabid Mining made a video earlier today, and he was explaining Team Red Miner, and they were saying that he was getting this amount, that he was only getting like 80 something watts with his 67 or 5700 XTs, but actually he was getting more. He was pulling more wattage than Team Red Miner was saying. So I need to get a kilowatt and check this for sure, to see if it's really pulling 74 watts or not. Of course, you can, CPUs do pull, stuff like that, but he put his on a separate, he put the GPU on a separate power supply, as well as like his motherboard and everything else was running on a different power supply. So he was only drawing power from the one supply for this, and it was pulling 8 watts without a GPU stock. And then as soon as he put the GPU on it, he was pulling like 130 something watts. So it was like 50 something watts off. Well, geez, kitty cat, you good? Cat just got scared of himself. Poor thing. So we are hashing. Mem temps just show naturally here in Hive for the 5700s and 5600 XTs. It's for Navi cards. They have a controller that pulls these voltages and temperatures and stuff like that. NVIDIA never put that in there. It'd been great for RTX cards, but they didn't do it. So whatever. All right. Well, let's go ahead and shut her down. Alright. Turn that off. So we are no longer hashing. Turn that off. And, oop, wrong one. So now that we know this one's up and running and hashing, what's up, Savage? Could be quite painful touching the fans. Yeah, it got my shirt a minute ago, but that was it. So we need to open up on the card, get back to work. For those of you who have two, we are building a 5600 3-card rig for now. I do have a fourth GPU. It is a 5700 XT Red Devil, but I'm not going to be putting that on the rig just yet. Kind of deciding if I'm going to sell it right now, due to demand of GPU prices. It might be worth more selling it and getting a more efficient card. Not that the card isn't efficient, but you know what I mean. Jesus, this card is gigantic. Just do not fit. Huge. They're huge. GPUs are huge. Probably could have done that some way. That was not so difficult. Alright. So yeah, so right now I have these cards spaced out. I'll have them spaced out pretty far apart for now. Wrong hole. Come in for them. But yeah, going to be running just these three. Actually, wrong one. But I want to get more of these ones. They seem to hash pretty well. You know what I mean? They're not too bad at cards. What up, Savage? Crypto Nude saying what's up? Because you need smaller fingers. Yeah, I know. I do. That I do. Alright, so probably should have plugged the riser in before I put that in there. Because now it's all the way on the bottom. Jeez. It was a bad idea doing that. I'll admit. It was a mistake. We have made a mistake, fellas. We should have connected the riser. That was the mistake. It's not connecting the riser before we put it on. Oh my gosh. What a noob mistake. It's okay. Alright, so that will give us the extra spot for that. Man, it's like right up in there. Do not like that. There's like no way around that. It's terrible. Just terrible. Alright. And like I was saying, this one is running off of the same VGA cable, and these other ones I will actually not be doing that. So I want to see if there is a difference, what the difference is, if it affects efficiency. These are all questions that I have had, and I would like an answer. And what better way to get an answer than to try it yourself? Gosh, cables are stiff. Yay for Corsair braided cables, right? Alright. Where's their fancy little strappy strap? Yeah. Ooh, it came with two. I love it. I don't make it. I mean, joy of an afterthought, yeah. Yeah, no, man. The next one, I won't do that. Maybe. We'll see. Never know at this point. Kind of in it. There we go. Keep those out of the way for right now. Make sure we got the riser plugged in. We do. Power's plugged in. Cable's plugged in. SATA's plugged in. Be good. Flip that switch. It's really aggressive. Fire it up. See what we get here. So we got lights. Lights, camera, action. So far. And there's the boot down. And then there's the up. While this is booting real fast, I'm gonna go grab me something to drink. Give me some more coffee. So, be right back. reach all the way over. There we go. Got that reach over. So we'll turn off top cam. Turn on the right screen. As you can see, it just automatically applied the same overclock setting, which is fine. Fine by me. We'll have to open up a new shell, but we are up and running. Emmanuel, yes, they are 5600 XT Asus Strix top editions. That is the version of these cards. This one's got Samsung memory though. So the first one that I had, GPU 0, this is the one I was testing first, and he's got Micron. GPU 1, so the second one over here has Samsung memory, and it is pulling 10 watts less. In theory, that is correct. Samsung memory pulls less wattage. How are things going over there across the pond, dude? How's the situations? Miner. As we can see, we are up and hashing as we speak. So we got second one's running a little bit warmer, according to this, a couple of degrees warmer, but that's about the same hash, pulling a little less wattage. So it says in Team Red Miner. Of course, we don't know this for sure. Pulse noise, slippery. Let's get the T-Bar X. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, these are cool. So, we are up and hashing. So we're putting 39 hashes on stock BIOS. Like, these BIOS aren't modded or anything. So these are stock, and we're pulling 39 hashes currently at 74 and 65 watts. So, not bad. Good man gets his cards and gets them running. Exactly. I had to wait like a couple days because I had to get a power supply. Another power supply. I was going to run 2 power supplies with these, but I needed more cables for my other one, and then it just kind of worked out that it ended up being cheaper just to get another power supply. So I ended up getting a Corsair RM1000X, about $100 shipped to me, which isn't too bad in the scheme of things right now. Not going to forget to plug this cable in though. Not a new mistake that time. These three cords are bought together. So far, one of them has good. We'd love to see this one have pine expander. It makes nothing. We have all 3 variants. Be pretty today. That, and we can do that. We cannot get this one on. Never see that. I know. Hey now, crypto noob. This is a mistake, man. We got a pull. Y'all probably do. There's that one. Take that off. That one doesn't have the wrapper on it. Alright. And my GPUrisers.com risers should be here in a couple of days, maybe, hopefully. That way we can get off of these older risers and get onto the newer risers. Not that I think that there's really anything wrong with these ones. I would just prefer to have them on the newer ones and not running on SATA when I go for the full build. I really don't care for SATA. But, yeah. Yeah, it does. You have to command it, though, to put it into B mode. For the Polaris cards. Navi cards, it's in B mode by default. But yes, they do help with the Polaris cards, though. You just have to put in the thing. So like my flight sheet for Team Red Miner right now, it doesn't have the command. Like I have a basic, basically empty flight sheet, other than like what needs to be there. You know what I mean? I can show you. I'm not gonna show you the flight sheet, but. So, green screen, right above my head, it shows this, right? So, I'm not going to downgrade, but Polaris is reintroduced B mode power efficiency and slight increase in hash rate. B mode must be enabled with -- ETH Agar mode or the ETH config -BXX Vega, blah blah blah. So right here is the command, and it's in the versions. And it's right there. It's -- ETH Agar mode, and that will put you into B mode for the Polaris cards. You have to tell it to be in B mode. Really? Because I tried the B mode thing and it doesn't work on my cards. From what I thought when I read it, it looked like it's by default. So I'd be wrong. This cable's not reaching. But good catch, Max Voltage. I'll experiment with that some more. If I could talk today. Goodness. Fingers are too big. Eesh. Alright, there we go. Get that out of the fan. Definitely does not need to go in there. Cables and fans don't match. They do not match. Smaller effect must be enabled in tune and manually remains default mining mode. Copy and paste max voltage, love it. But good clarification. Appreciate it. If the strip commands work inside Hiveman. I have no idea. This is my first like Navi build, Navi cards I've ever messed with, so I have no clue. I will investigate said things, Jay Boyan. I have not dug that far into it yet. Want to. That's why I got them. So that way I could dig into it. So, there you go. Alright. All three lights are on. There's the power down. Then we're alive. Awesome. I need that BIOS node for these cards. I have 7 of those, 39.1 off. Yeah, I'm sitting at 39 as well. 39.6 is the average so far. Here comes the fans. Waiting for it to show up in Hive. It hasn't yet. There we are. Top command off. Right. Screen on. All 3 are on. They're all applied with the same. We got. We moved one. Okay. So I definitely didn't move these. So that's weird that it just kind of pushed GPU 2 down when GPU 2 wasn't the one that's plugged into GPU 2 slot. That's funky. I don't like that. So watch out, guys. That's not cool. Like, that shouldn't happen. This is our Samsung, which was plugged in last. And it was GPU 1, and now it's GPU 2. And I didn't move its slot. It moved it by itself. So, curious of how they talk to these cards. 2P, 2PR, 2PR. Another Micron. So, maybe they're just trying to label it, trying to keep the Samsungs together. I don't know. That is an interesting situation for why it moved the cards. At least here on the dashboard. My person. See. Actually, open. So we're gonna do my own benefit here. AMD. So GPU 2. So seeing it, it moved it in the system, even though I didn't move it. Very strange. Very strange indeed. But it looks like they're all three not running exactly the same. This one's running a little bit higher on mem temp, about 2 degrees higher than the other micron. Samsung still pulls less wattage per Team Red Miner. We don't know if this is telling the truth or not. Per Rabid Mining's testing, it's not. It's flying by like 50 watts. So you can guarantee that at least these cars are pulling 100 watts each, 110. If it's lying like it was for him. He was on Windows, so it's different, maybe. Not on Linux. When you sub the miner, try using the leaf-config equals B. You notice on the far right in the miner screen it shows A576. Where? I don't see nothing about that. Unless I missed something. Oh! Hey, look at that. I didn't like that. So GPU 1, so the GPU that it moved, doesn't like these overclock settings. That's funny. Is it gonna reboot it, or what are we doing? Or are we just sitting in standstill? Looks like we're just sitting in standstill. So we're gonna back the memory down on that one, because I bet that was the issue. Right next to the DCA. Okay, so just give it a second. So that's gonna be invalid, right? Nope, cool. Nope, invalid. Great. So we're back up. Of course, it pulled the wattage away, or pulled some memory away from GPU 1. Oh yeah, see, I see what you're saying. Okay. Using config A576. Using A566. So it applied a different one to 3. Oh, right, the ETH config. So that's weird. So why is it doing that then? Probably. Or at least 2 of them. Is it because it knows that they're micron memory and they're not going to hash as hard? Is that the issue? This is interesting. So now it says A560. They were all A576 last time. I manually set mine at A576. Yeah. So it randomly puts them at that? So is that why this one pulls less wattage than the other two? Is that the reasoning behind that? I don't know. It is interesting. They're all open hashing. Minus that one little hiccup of maybe the memory just not being as great on this card. But I still do find it weird that it moved the cards even though they're not in that position on hardware side as they are on miner side. They're in different positions. These two are switched in the miner. But hardware-wise, this is how they're sitting. It's like right now, this is last. This GPU is over here. But they're not. I don't know. There is an optimization. Yeah. I mean, maybe it knows that the other two are micron memory and knows that they won't do it off the bat. Not sure. Don't know. But we are hashing. Let's see what we got here. Game is going live in 37 minutes, guys. We seem to be fine. And he's pulling now like 40.4 hashes less. That's fine. $11.50. Are your cards BIOS modded, Max? Because mine are not. Mine are stock. I haven't BIOS modded these yet. And I will BIOS mod at least one of them. Just at first test. But now I know I can't like easy mod like I have in the past where I've had multiple players' cards and they were all the same across the board and I could just easy flash them all. Can't do that here because one of these is different memory type. Mod settings. Alright. So I'll try applying that one to Mr. Samsung over here. So we're doing 1150. 4 voltage. Let's see. $770. BDI. I'm very confused with what you got. So is your MVV at 770? Is that? Trying to figure out which ones of these are which. It's 926. Nice. I have Samsung on one. Unless you're trying to say don't apply it to the Samsung. I won't. If that's what you're trying to tell me to do, is not do it. I won't. Okay. So the memory control voltage. That's 820. Memory clock. It's 926. I wouldn't apply these. Okay, fine. So what's your MVD? Do you leave your MVD at still at what you have it? So like 1300? Is this correct? I'm doing pretty well right now. Again, wasn't set, so it was whatever. Okay, so you didn't set yours. Default value is 1350. 926. Voltage. Eight 20. And Fox 826. 770. 1150. Your memory control voltage. Is this what you raised to 8? You raised that one to 820? Is that what you're saying? So your default is 850. It's 820. Just delete that. So, we'll roll with it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't cringe. What are your memory temperatures sitting at? You don't mind me asking. And in the meantime, get a word from our sponsors. Thosewere.com, guys. Don't delay, buy today. It looks like it hasn't, like, increased my hashes. That's for sure. Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know. Hash isn't really increasing. Don't know if it did anything then. Yeah, hasn't budged, yeah. Didn't budge at all. It did nothing but pull more wattage. That's all it did. It was just pull like 10 more watts for no reason. I agree. What cards? I missed that part. I'm running the Ace of Strix. These cards right here. And they are the top edition. Doesn't look good. Go back to your other settings. Yeah, because it definitely didn't help it. It just increased the wattage in the thing. You got me. 700. Memory was at 750. $920. 1300. So we'll change it back. Let's see what it is. So it definitely didn't do anything. It's it's decent as is. Yeah. No, they didn't like that. Dang you, Max. Look what you made me do. Changed it back and it crashed through. Dang it. Now we gotta wait for it to reboot. I guess so, I mean. Good thing Team Red Miner has Watchdog. Just reboot. Sorry, trying to you helped me crash my rig, Max. That's what you did. It's okay. I appreciate it. Don't know till you try. So now we'll just let it reboot. Also apply the max setting and then reboot. Alright. Well, swap back there that 770. Get back. 4 was 700. Yeah, 4 was 700. 7, 26. Right? 750, 700, 770, 926. 13. Alright, so I'll apply. Wait for it to show that it actually changed it. And then we will reboot. Just to try your settings. Shouldn't matter. Maybe. It might not matter. Literally, it might not. Alright. I'm gonna back up and hash. Oh. What up, Tech Man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, they are pretty efficient. We don't know if the wattage is telling the truth. Rapid Mining has noticed that Team Red Miner doesn't report the actual wattage correctly. So um, it's possible that the wattage is actually more than it says. It is possible. We are up. Let's see what we get. Let's see. I didn't increase the hash rate at all. Right now we're using A432. Huh. Yeah, so now we're even getting even like less efficient. Even though with those settings, we're still only pulling 76 watts. So only pulling 2 watts more now compared to earlier. We were pulling like 10 watts more with those same settings. That's alright, taking. So, not bad. I'll definitely play with this and see how that goes. Because, I mean, we still gained wattage. Not as much wattage as earlier, but we still gained wattage and didn't gain hashes. Hash still went down, and our memory temps went up. So, I don't know that it really helped. It's pretty interesting. Hmm. Don't know, guys. But regardless, we're hashing, still going up and steady, as you can see right there. We are pushing about 118 watts currently, or 118 hashes with these 3 cards. Gonna play with the timings on this first one to kind of dial in what Max was talking about to see if we can achieve what he is. You're running those same overclocks and he's getting a higher hash rate than we are here. So I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more, and that'll do that for sure. So if you like this video, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed this video. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know every time we go live here on DCA Adventure. We would greatly appreciate it, guys. We're gonna be rolling out here so that way everybody can go up to Panda's video and go and DCA rated Panda's video. So, guys, if you can, go over there. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Oh, let's see if we can get Panda. Let me know. Yeah, I'd be curious to know too, because I want to know if I can get these above, kind of like what Max is saying. So, not too sure why it's doing it. So, we'll find out. There's the link to Panda's video, guys. Go drop DCA raid in the chat in Panda's video. Show him some love. We greatly appreciate it. FA in the chat. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you all for coming out today on Sunday morning stream to build a mining rig. Guys, we'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Happy mining. Be sure to check out dogelore.com. Don't delay. Buy today. Later.